So here we solve one example related to analysis of variance. As you have seen in chapter 9 we were discussing one mean. In chapter 10 we discussed two means, but now here we will discuss three means of different samples of different groups. That is why it is called analysis of variation, to discuss the variation. So when we have more than three samples, in that case we apply analysis of variance. So this is the key identification to know that we need to apply t-test or analysis of variance. Okay, so we calculate mean of first sample here, mean of first sample, and you know how to calculate mean, very simple. Here we calculate mean of second sample, it comes here. Similarly we calculate mean of third sample, it comes here. And we calculate the grand mean. There are two ways to calculate grand mean. Either you add x bar 1, x bar 2, x bar 3 and divide them by 3. This is how you can get grand mean. Or you can add all these 15 numbers, divide them by 15 and you can get grand mean. So here we summarize all the calculated values. X bar 1, number of values are 5. X bar 2 comes here, number of values are 5. X bar 3, it comes here. And similarly grand mean, and we have total 15 values in 3 groups, and there are 3 groups, so that is why C equals to 3. How to calculate now SSA? We calculate SSA by mean of first sample minus grand mean whole square times number of values. There are 5 values in this group, so it is 5. So you can see this one. Similarly, mean of second sample comes here minus grand mean, and how many values there? 5. So similarly for the third one, there are 5 values in this third group. Mean of that third group, x bar 3, like this, minus grand mean whole square. So this is how we calculate SSA. And for SSW, we start from first number of that group. Mean of that, we subtract 254 minus mean of that group. Mean of that group means x bar 1 is 249. So 254 minus 249. Next value is 263 minus mean of that group. We will continue 241 minus mean of that group, 237 minus mean of that group, 251 minus mean of that group. We will continue, then when we will choose 234, now 234 minus mean of the second group, which is 226, 218 minus 226, 235 minus 226, likewise 216 minus this. When we move to the third group, 200 minus mean of that third group, 222 minus 205, 197 minus this, 206 minus this. So likewise we calculate SSA, and MSA is SSA over C minus 1 is MSA, and MSW is SSW over N minus C. N is 15 minus C over SSA over 15 minus C. So similarly we can calculate F stat, which is MSA over MSW. So here it is over F stat, and we calculate the critical value like we did in the previous chapter. So you will see for alpha 0.05 which table corresponds to alpha 0.05. You will see degree of freedom here, degree of freedom here, and you can get F critical, which would be 3.89 in your case. So you will accept or reject on the basis of this. So if we accept or reject, let's say we reject H0, we say that all three means are not equal, then we apply Tukey-Kramer's procedure. We apply Tukey-Kramer's procedure when we reject H0, make it sure. Otherwise we don't need to apply, because we say that all three means are equal. So when they are not equal, we reject H0 and we apply Tukey-Kramer's procedure, and we try to analyze in Tukey-Kramer's procedure that, okay, if three means are not equal, which of them is equals to the other one? Like maybe mu1 equals to mu2, but mu2 is not equals to mu3, or maybe mu2 is equals to mu3, but not equals to mu1. So we try to see that is there a significant difference among them or they are very close to each other. To do so, we have Tukey-Kramer's procedure and we calculate this critical range. Q alpha comes from the Q table. Q alpha comes from Q table. MSW we have already calculated, and 1 over Nj. Nj means the number of values in the particular group. For example, if we see the difference among club 1 and club 2. In club 1 we have N5 and in club 2 again we have N5. So if we have different number of values, then we will put them here different, but in our case it is 5 5 in both cases, so it is like that. Q alpha upper tail critical value from standardized from studentized range distribution with C and N minus C. You know, C is 3 number of groups and N is 15 number of people in that group. So we calculate x bar 1 minus x bar 2. First we calculate Q alpha from the table. Find the Q alpha value from the table in E5 in your book, and you can get Q alpha. And we calculate the absolute differences of all three groups: x bar 1 minus x bar 2, x bar 1 minus x bar 3, x bar 2 minus x bar 3. We note down their differences and we calculate critical range. We have already calculated Q alpha, we have MSW, we substitute the values here and we get critical range. Now compare this critical range with all the absolute differences, and what we conclude from here: all the absolute mean differences like this are greater than critical range. All these numbers are greater than critical range. So we conclude that therefore there is a significant difference between each pair of means at 5% level of significance. If they are not greater than, then we will say that these two means are close to each other.